Noticed. He said there's a few people in the town, so that I guess it wouldn't.
This is the Lord Crane's
The
manor.
place he tried to get us to stay at. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
Okay.
I bring it to your attention because he made it clear that it was an empty house.
He did say it was empty.
Yeah.
Okay. Not to be meta. I mean, I'm trying to be unmeta actually, but I would say that because we've already spotted someone watching us outside, we're already creeped out. He said there are people in this town. This doesn't get me to like run out of the house and storm up the hill or anything like that. So I
No,
noticed
that's
it.
fine. It's fine. That's fine. You notice it, you leave it alone. Okay. Whose watches it after Vincent's?
I'll go.
Okay. If, 2 hours pass, and you wake Breger up for his shift.
Is
Breger,
it still light outside, by the way?
Oh yeah.
the spell is permanent.
Okay.
It's only in one area near the front door, though. I think it's a pretty big area, though.
60 feet. AoE.
Nice. Is it 60-foot radius or diameter?
It says AoE. I don't. 60-foot radius. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong spell. Okay. 60-foot radius, so 120-foot circle.
Yeah. Sorry.
Cool. So, Breger, I need you to roll a d20 as well.
Oh God.
5. Okay. You're watching and waiting and looking out at the area of continual light at one point.
I tell him about the house, by the way. I just say there's a light on up there.
Yeah. Looking out at the point of continual light, you see a person walk right through it. And by right through it, I don't mean like right through the center of it, but a good portion of the way in the middle, but it's definitely on the other side of the road, in between the trees. So they're like walking in like along the maybe 15 feet off the road through the trees, and they kind of like walk through the circle of light for a moment, for probably 10 seconds before they walk out on the other side.
Okay, and this person looks like?
This person is wearing a heavy cloak, and you can see from your angle that they have some traveling boots on. The hood is up and over, and it does not look... You can tell... Well, make a perception check, actually.
D20 plus... Oh,
God,
Oh
you're
God.
fucking the worst. You're just the worst.
It's hard to watch him roll.
It is. It's terrible. You know it's
it's
coming.
hard
That's
to
all
be
you
me
notice.
and roll those rolls, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's so bad.
That's all you notice.
You know. Oh, okay. That's all you know.
So, does it look like the person that JP described, or that Azrael described to us?
All I told you was it was a shadowed man with a cloak on. So.
Right.
This is all I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. I see him. I also stay in the house. I don't do anything, but I take note of it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You're banned for doing anything now. You can roll for initiative.
Yep. That's all you can do.
Probably an hour later, it's almost time for you to wake up Abigail for her shift. Almost time. When another flash of lightning goes off, and you see standing at a window is a person with their hands cupped up to the window like this, looking in at the back of the house.
So like the lightning flashes and you just see this person.
Well, because it flashes behind them, so they've got like their hood up and their hands like cupped on the inside of the hood, pressed against the window. So this part of their face is still darkened. Lightning, because they're shadowed by the lightning.
So does this look somewhat like the person I saw walking through the light?
Sure, could be. I mean, why not?
Okay. And
But
do they
it's
see
creepy
me?
as fuck.
Does it look like they're
I mean, they're looking
me?
in through a window,
Right.
and you're the only. I mean,
So they see
if they're
me.
not looking at you, they're like a squirrel or something, and they're looking for acorns.
All right. So I stare at them.
Okay. The lightning goes away.
We
moments
make eye
later.
contact.
You can't see their face.
I do not blink. But I can see them because I'm elf. I have the night vision.
No, you can't see their face.
But I could when the lightning struck?
No, you could not see their face, one way or the other.
Okay. But I can still see the silhouette.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a moment.
I said I could still see the silhouette, though.
Yes, easily.
So I'm staring into the silhouette. And then I slowly walk and begin waking up the party.
Okay. Abigail, you are gently woken by Breger.
Hi, Breger. What's going on? Is it my turn for the watch?
There's somebody outside of our window.
Shit!
I blink this to her. I don't say it. I blink it to her and then subtly nod my
So
head in the
blink.
direction.
Oh, shit. And I'm
Does she see them too? Are they still there?
It's dark. You can't see outside the back
We
window
can
at all.
still see the silhouette though, right? Because we have night vision.
No, so you only really see it when the lightning strikes. Then after that, it's like pitch black out, except for the light in the front yard or out front, because it's the middle of the night, and then on top of that, it's a heavy dark rainstorm.
But
So do you go up to the window? Is my point? Like, do you walk up to the window to look out?
No, what I'm saying is like, since we're elves, can't we? Isn't it like?
Oh, that silhouette. I see what you're talking about. Okay, it clicked now. It clicked. No, you don't see the silhouette anymore. It is gone.
Okay. I continue to wake up Vincent and Azrael.
When you wake me up, I scream, "That stew is shit!"
You said what?
I scream, "That stew is shit," and then realize
Shut
that I'm
up,
waking
Azrael.
up. I'm like, I'm sorry. Nightmares.
Shitty stew. Okay.
I start to put on my armor.
I explained to them exactly what I saw, and I'm speculating that it's the same person that we've all seen already.
All right,
you woke me
sounds
up
like
for
they're
this?
starting to make more. We got to investigate at this point. Let's go. Put on your armor. We're gonna have one night off, no rest. But there's someone out there taking interest in us. We need to pursue this.
Should we go talk to the guy below, or you just want to leave him be?
Leave him be.
Okay. I go and get a chair and put it over the trapdoor.
I remove the chair and I say thank you, but so far all of your guys' ideas have been bad. Let's not piss off this guy.
He's just an old innkeeper. I don't want him getting out and doing stuff in the town without us knowing.
Aswell, you remind me of Bannon, and we killed Bannon, so let's not be Bannon.
I'm just thinking smart, so if I remind you of a smart person, then I'm actually pretty glad about that. But if you don't want to put it there, then I understand.
You be glad. Just be very smart about taking my advice that we're not going to trap someone because we don't trust them.
Okay.
Well, we could put something to make a noise if he comes up.
Guys, can we get outside and check on the creepy guy that's trying to attack us? Not the guy downstairs learning to read after offering us to stay in for the night. Like, I get that you're weirded out by him, Abigail, because the last guy that you found that was this ugly, you tried to boyfriend him, but this guy is, he's fine. And if he's not, we'll find out. But so far, he's done nothing, okay? Let's leave him alone.
Fine.
So, Neal, we're armored up and we're ready to patrol the grounds.
I string my bow.
Clever. Lisa suits up, puts her armor on, looks around at you guys and says, "Are we really going outside now?"
There's someone out there that is getting closer and closer and is pursuing us. I feel like it's a good idea.
But aren't we safe inside?
Yeah, we actually are,
we
Lisa. But we're going to go check outside. You don't have to come if you don't want.
No, She levels She gives you a leveling look that's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
It's not my idea, Lisa. It's his idea, and I point to Vincent.
It says, "I'm okay to go outside. I just, want to make sure that's what we want to do. I'm not a coward."
Okay, we're going outside.
All right, you guys walk outside.
Yeah, just kind of it's not a panicked. We're thinking we're about to fight. So things like checking on the horses. I point out to the rest of the group that there's a light on up at the old Lord's Manor. And I ask Azrael, like, where did you see this guy? I ask Bregor, where did you see this guy? We go over there, and we're just kind of, we're on alert, but not like, we didn't just see a fucking monster outside or something like that.
Gone.
The
There you go.
horses are gone.
Which is strange, because you would have expected to hear the horses leave at
Yeah.
some point or make noises at some point.
Mhm.
Like, it's definitely unsettling.
I unsheath my sword, then. I pull it out.
Okay.
I guess
Are there
we
In
could.
fact, can I get
prints?
perception checks from everyone?
Okay.
Someone roll well, please. There's a 19 out of 20.
You got to roll your plus to it.
Well, you can
Yeah.
add it.
Well, yeah.
What?
36.
Okay, Bregor crit. Do the rest of us have
Perfect
to do it?
20, Bregor.
I rolled a 29, so.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck!
33!
We perceive everything.
It's like that's what's that Hugh Jackman movie where his eyes are like crying or whatever that GIF?
We see everything, Neil.
everything.
Everything. All of us.
Yes.
Right
well,
now, I'm like Dr. Manhattan from fucking what's it called? Watchmen. And
Wow,
right now,
we all rolled
literally,
90.
I'm feeling the particles of rain as they hit the ground right now, and it's all over the place, Neil. It's beautiful.
I turn to Bregor, I touch his hand, and I say, I see you. Like an avatar.
Next time, we'll table that one.
Hold on, Neil says he can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh.
Aw.
He
Ah,
can't
there you
perceive
go.
us. Interesting.
I think he's just gonna restart Skype.
Took all
Can you
the-
hear
He
us, Neil?
has so much perception, he doesn't have any left.
Neil, can you hear us?
All right. I can hear you guys now.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay, so you guys see everything you could ever possibly see.
There's been
Looking
a-
at the ground, you notice that there is actually there's a lot of blood where the horses were, and you see the footprints from like the horses' front hooves where they walked in. The back hooves traces are washed out in the rain already, but you see the front hoof marks where they were standing, but it doesn't look like they walked out. Like the deepest impressions are still at the very, very front. There, you should expect to see some other impressions a little bit further back, where a horse might have walked backwards to leave the stall.
Can Bregor track any footprints, like horse or person or...
I'm just screaming at Bregor like track. I'm not even asking that.
Rayer could track shit out of something, but not in the middle of a rainstorm. Like this is a heavy, heavy rainstorm. Any tracks that have been made have been washed away.
right.
But do I see a blood trail of any kind?
You don't see a blood trail, but you do see a lot of blood spilled on the ground. All of you see a lot of blood spilled on the ground, and some of it is like dashed up against the side of the building a little bit. And it's covering the length of the area where the horses and pony were staying.
What about on the wood inside where the rain can't hit? Is there anything on that?
There's a little bit of blood there.
That's it, though? Just blood?
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Let's check around the
One
building.
thing you
Oh, go
do
ahead.
not notice is you do not notice anybody else's footprints on the dry area.
Okay.
Dry area.
I would say ask whatever the fuck you guys want to try to notice, because we have 2 natural crits and 2 19s, so like you can ask some really obscure shit if you want to try to perceive something.
Well, he's saying we noticed that there is no feet.
Yes.
Neil just worded that in super nerd mode. Which is-
Okay. Okay.
But we do
So
notice
we-
that.
Actual footprints.
Yes.
There's still the light in the house?
And a light outside in front of the house.
There's a light outside. There's no light inside the house.
Oh, okay.
Inside the
And there's no other lights or movement anywhere?
No, the only light that you have to see by is the occasional lightning strike.
No, okay.
So
You guys
I'm-
want to go around the place, see if the guy's still there?
If we can go wherever Bregor saw, I guess. Whatever window it was, and check out that.
Yep.
Sure.
That sounds
Yeah,
good
let's
to me.
go. Let's check the window where he was and see if there are footprints there.
Wait, in which direction was the horse, like blood and feet trail going? Would we be able to see?
We already asked that, and it was Phil. So,
Huh?
you can watch the VOD, Jen, and it'll catch you up.
Oh.
We
Are
already
you doing
all
like
asked that all.
Dexter blood splatter analysis or something?
You guys
I don't
see
know.
things. You don't have skills.
This is
Okay, so
not
we go to
Dexter
the
roleplay.
window.
You know
Where
what?
the
Give me
guy.
another perception check. You get another 19 or 20 on your perception check. You can get some Dexter blood pattern analysis shit going on.
20.
Yeah, you rolled a 7 though. I don't think so.
Yeah. I tried.
We go to the window, Neil.
The back window.
The
The
one
one
where
where the
I
guy
saw.
was peering into
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Right. Okay. You get to the back window. You don't see the person about anywhere, but it is pitch black.
No footprints at the base of the window.
Yeah. Do I see any?
If they would have been, I mean, there's a lot of slick mud everywhere. It's been raining very hard all day, and this is not a very grassy area, so you don't see any footprints.
Okay.
We could walk around town, I guess.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Can I search for like cloak fibers by the bottom of the window, around the window?
You guys have been watching CSI a lot.
I know, right?
Is there
Abigail.
blood?
A tracking check, Breger,
Okay.
which for you is tracking.
16.
16.
Yeah. 27.
No, you don't notice any cloak fibers.
Okay.
At this point, guys, I think with our horses butchered like this, there's someone that means us ill well. We're not going to rest. So Abigail's idea of checking out the town is fine by me as far as I'm concerned, because there's an adversary out here and they haven't revealed themselves yet.
Sounds fine to me. I once again asked, should we go tell the guy that we're doing this? Or at least check on him.
We can put it to a vote. It's of my opinion that we just told him that, I mean, he offered for us to stay here. I don't think we need to report all our actions to him. And if he is nefarious, then we don't want to be telling him these things.
Yes, I think we should let him be.
Breger, do you want to leave the innkeeper be right now? It's 2-1.
I think we do not need to report to him.
Okay.
Let's
Do you
start by
think he has
heading...
any more information for us? Pipes up, Lisa.
No. And like I said, there's a chance that he's in on this thing, so I don't
Yeah,
really
I
feel
agree
like
with that.
reporting to him everything. Let's go check out the manor where there's a light. That's the sign of life that we can act on, yeah?
If he's in on it, why don't we just barricade the door?
No. Because we don't know that.
So, worst thing that happens, the innkeeper has a night trapped in his own cellar. We let him out in the morning.
Yeah, and that's a worst case thing that we don't need to do, right?
She shrugs.
I don't mind. I don't care.
Okay.
Where do you guys wanna go?
let's go check out the light that's lit up there in the manor.
Okay.
Okay. You guys start walking towards the manor. It's a good 700 feet from where you are now, so it's not terribly far, but it is slightly far. As you approach up the hill, you can see from the occasional lightning strike that there is a large overhang that extends far out from the front. It's kind of like an area where a carriage would be drawn into, and like people that are wealthy who have their own carriages like step outside of the rain. That covers the front entrance. It's a 2-story manor, probably 300 feet long, 200 feet long, 250 feet long. And you're walking towards the front of it, so you can't see how deep it is, but 2 stories, 2 tall stories, like 2 royal stories.
Okay.
Okay. I assume we just walk in, Neil, because we were told that there's no one here, so we just kind of try the door.
Okay. You get to the front, and the door is unlocked.
And we walk in.
This is the
Door
only building
opens
on the
with-
top of this hill, right? There's nothing around it?
Yeah, and a lot of the trees have been cut down around the building to give it a nice view of the town below.
Okay.
The door opens with a loud creak, and you step into some sort of foyer that has an old fireplace that's covered with a thick layer of dust, as well as a couple of nice reclining chairs and couches where people come and sit while they're waiting for whoever they're calling upon. There's some vases lying about that have some dead flowers that look like they're months or years old as well, and a dusty chandelier hanging down above what is a very large staircase that leads directly to the second floor.
First thing I do when we walk in is go out to the window and look behind us to see if anything's approaching the manor.
It's too dark, but if you wait, more than a minute, you see a lightning strike. Because it's a pretty heavy storm. Lightning's hitting every, 90 seconds or so.
Sure.
That illuminates the small town below. You can see the inn where you came from, as well as a few dozen other buildings. They're all kind of just clustered along a road. It's a small town.
And the place where I lit up, I don't see any movement or any figures or anything in the light.
No, nothing
Okay.
of the sort.
So what
right.
are we in? Like, is there any doors? Is there a corridor? What's in the house?
There is a door. So you walked in through the door on the outside, right? You've got a staircase here that goes up. There's a door just to your left along the outside wall of the building. Same thing on the right, as well as two doors further inward underneath the, I don't know what you'd call it. The staircase goes up to a walkway, and there's actually a place underneath the walkway to walk. And then behind the staircase, your vision is blocked by the staircase. So
I detect noise.
you hear rain.
Oh. Every time I'm like, come on, Neil, give me something. Okay. You guys want to check on the doors and slowly make our way to the staircase?
Well, I think
Well,
we
we
got to
only
go
s-
upstairs because that's where Vince said he saw the light. We should go there
Yeah,
first.
let's go to the light.
I
Let's head to
check
the
out
light.
at least open the door to see if there's someone or something in there.
Okay, I'm going upstairs. I start
open-
walking upstairs.
I open the door.
Which door?
Like the first one next to when we came in.
The one on the left or the one on the right?
The one on the right.
Okay. You open the door, and it's a hallway with windows all along the outside of it that face outside, and it leads all the way down into another door at the very end of the hallway. The hallway is probably 60 feet long, 70 feet long.
I open the left door and then I catch up to the group. After
Left
seeing-
door has the same thing. It's mirrored,
Oh.
basically.
So I catch up to
All right, the rest of the group, while Abigail's doing this, you all walk upstairs. The stairs creak pretty loudly as you walk. There's a nice, whatever the equivalent of like a Middle Eastern carpet is in this world, an elven carpet down the center of the staircase with nice embroidery on it, but it too is covered in a nice layer of dust. Breger, you recognize this is very traditional upper class carpet that you would find in elven lands. Mad props to the person who owns it.
Yeah, very exquisite rug.
Mhm. Yeah. You get to the landing, and it is a hallway that runs the length of the building, it seems. There's windows at either end, and night tables or some sort of like stand at the either end that have vases with dead flowers. There are doors every so often on the wall in front of you, which would just like scatter all throughout the wall in front of you. And either way, there's a set of doors. On the wall where your back would be if you walked to your left or right, or I guess on your left if you walked left, or on your right if you walked right. I'm bad at talking, apparently. There's a door, then a hallway, then a door, and same thing on the other side. Door, hallway, door.
Is this
Lots
place
of doors.
Is this place lit up at all or no?
No. The
pretty
light
dark.
that you did see was coming from the second story on the left side of the house.
I guess I ask Vincent that, and I start making my way towards wherever.
Well, we
Whatever.
walk towards this house where we see the light on, so you don't have to ask me. Like,
Oh, the light was still on. Okay, sir. Sorry. Yeah,
Yes.
I start walking towards what I think would be that room.
Okay. So,
I'm
Abigail,
following him.
you
We're just checking it out.
Abigail, you catch up as everyone is on the second floor walking to the left.
I'll stay a little bit further back, and I tend to open up a door here and there if they're in my path without like getting too far behind the group.
Okay, so you start opening up doors at random, and the first one you open is a small, I mean, it's a large room, but it's a bedroom for a small person. Perhaps not a young child, but someone that's, 9 or 10.
I think of
Something like that.
Azrael. I think he'd fit nicely. And then I move on.
Okay. The second door you open on your right is also a bedroom, but at this point, the rest of the party, has reached the first door on the left.
It's fine.
So you know what? Why don't we do a small map? We have a map making tool. Why don't we do that?
Sounds
I
good.
can just draw a dick for you on roll play if you wanted, Neal.
Do you want to finish this and then draw it during the break? Because we're like 7 minutes off from a break.
This is what the hallway. There's
That's a
like
hallway?
doors. There's doors. And...
Oh, God.
I can draw it now, or I can draw it during the break, whichever you guys want.
Well, I mean, let's just do it during the break because I'm just going over to
Yeah.
that the place where we saw the light and opening that door.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do the break then, because you're not exactly sure where the light was coming from.
Okay, cool. All right, yep. So we'll take our final break here, then go into the final hour since we are only going 3 hours tonight. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and be back in about 3 minutes here on the live stream.
Peace.
Peace.